Hello. Thank you so much for joining me on this impromptu live stream. I was up already. It's 4:45 here in the morning, here in Sydney, Australia. It is June the 1st. And I wanted to show you how I had set up my June monthly cover page. I have already actually made it, but then I thought, hey, it'd be a great idea to show those of you who may not have any idea yet on how to what to create for your monthly cover page if that is something that you do in your planner. So, hello, I'm Marianne, and if you are here with me in the chat, say hello. If not, if you are watching on replay, make sure to type something in the comment and let me know if you are ready for the month of June. I'm not. I'm actually, oh, my nose is itchy, pardon me. I'm actually a little bit all over the place. My head's a little bit all over the place at the moment. And that's probably why I am a little bit restless and I'm up so early. Well, I'm actually up so early all the time anyway, just so then I can catch those of you who are in my northern hemisphere plannerets. And so let's get on with the show. So let me just show you what I have, and it is my June free printable download. So this is a free printable that you can grab. If you have already signed up to my newsletter, do make sure check your inbox, because I have sent a little newsletter letting you know that this is available to download. And of course, if you haven't yet signed up to my newsletter, why not? This is a great moment you can. So just make sure you go to mariannecrescent.com, and then when you sign up or click on that, and then it'll have a big sign up for my newsletter. Pop in your details, click submit or enter, and then I will send you an email direct to your inbox with this free June printable download. It is for the A5, but you can resize and just pick whatever paper size you have, whether it's letter or Happy Planner Classic, and then just resize it to fit that paper or that page. Sound good? Fantastic. So visit mariannecresp.com where you can grab this by signing up to my newsletter. All right, let me quickly show you. So I had this in May. So really all it is, it's the initial, is it the letter, whatever the start of the month. And then in it, I just covered it with lots of June, 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 June. And for May, it was the same. And then I just embellished it with however I wanted to. So if you want, you can leave the lettering as is, maybe put some stickers, some washi tapes. But what I did was originally, I'll show you what I originally was just going to leave it at. So I'm using the Friction Highlighter, Pastel Highlighter by Pilot Pen Australia. Now, I did get this as well as the Friction colors as part of a brand partnership that I did with them on Instagram. But this video is not sponsored by them, but I thought I'd show you so you do know. But I have been using Pilot products before the brand partnership. So originally what I was just going to leave it at was just color in each second line of June. So there is an Instagram reel where I just initially just did that because I needed to be ready for the new month and I had to have my cover page. And so what I did is I just get the highlighter, and at first it was just every second line of that June and then stopping before the white space, and I was going to just leave it at that. But no, I couldn't. I needed to embellish it a little bit more. I wanted to make sure it had more pop of color. I mean, I did that. So this one is the soft violet. And so I thought, because with the theme of the A5 Filofax Domino Soft in the color Orchid. So I bought this pre-loved here in Australia on eBay. And so it was pretty good quality. I think the only thing was it had a little bit of marks there, but apart from that, I was really happy. I think this was my very first A5 Filofax planner. So it is a little bit sentimental. It's my very first A5 planner since moving from a digital planning. So I thought I'd go back to that. And then I just thought I'd just go and highlight it and leave it at that. But, against all my colorful markers and all the rainbow colors, it was just a bit bland. So what I thought was, let me show you the finished products and then I'll go reverse engineer it and then go backwards. So what I did was I colored it a little bit more, as well as did an outline of the J, and then created these bubble-like effect on the page. And I thought that looked quite nice. So in case you wanted to also create something similar, and if you are signed up to my newsletter and you want to download this free printable download, then you can do that. And then it's something that's just quick and easy. You don't need to be very artistic. And I'll tell you a secret. So if you just look for something circular that you have. Now for me, the washi tapes, that they were a little bit too big. I didn't want to create such big bubbles on the page. But if that's all you have, you can do that too. Or you can freehand draw the circles. It's up to you. So I just looked around. I mean, you can use coins if you wanted. But on my desk, I had these little stamp pads. So these are like finger I forgot the name of them, and I'll add them into the description once I finish this live stream. But I thought they were the perfect size. Can we see that? Yep, perfect size for these bigger bubbles. So I'll show you how. I'm going to take one of them, and then the other thing for the smaller one. So then it had that, I didn't want it to all to have the same size bubbles. And then the other thing I had, this is a Chrissy Ann designed KDK collab stencil. And so right there's a big circle or medium-sized circle. And then these little things as well. I think they're supposed to go on the ring planner. And so that circle is another great one. And then there's even these tiny little circles that I can use. So let's get on with the show, and I'll show you how I went from this to this. Okay, so what I did is I just got my Pilot Friction colors markers, and the great thing with these is if you do make any mistake, you can just erase it with friction. It has the rubber tip on there. And so let me just show you. Right, so if you make a mistake, let it, you can just let the ink dry a little bit so you're not spreading it around. And I'm actually going to use this because my desk has this soft lining on it. And then you just use the rubber tip, and voila, it's gone. See? So if you ever make any mistake, these are brilliant because you don't have to be perfect. And then you can just go and make a mess and then just erase it. So I just pick whatever color. So what you do is then you just get the tip of pop that in the middle, get the tip of your marker, any marker, and just outline. I'm going to try and see if I can do this without covering it with my hand. And again, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then you can have just 1, 2. So normally I'll do a couple of the same color. And then pick another color. So then if you make a mistake, if you didn't like that, that's okay. You can just erase that little bit there. And then perfect. Pick another color. So you just do random colors, and then put first start with the big size circle, and then let's just put that there. So as if you were blowing bubbles, and then the sun catches it, and then the spectrum of light you know, you'll see some green bubbles, some red bubbles. Let's pick a blue one. And let's just do one here at the bottom. And then that's all you do. So if you don't know how to embellish any of your pages, just grab some markers, any type of circular template that you have. If you have small washi tapes or small rolls of tapes, you can use that. You can use coins. You can use any other circle stuff you have on hand. And then let's see, let's put some orange maybe here. So some of the bigger circles I only do one or two. So then that way I can, so it looks random. Okay, at the moment, that doesn't look like bubbles, Marianne. What are you talking about? We'll do that bit at the end. So then we can just do circles. And then the next one, I'm going to use this size circle here. So for medium size. And when you're picking the colors next to the big one, just do sort of like opposite color or contrasting color, so then it stands out a little bit more. And then these ones, you know, if you wanted, they can overlap, because of course bubbles aren't all floating about separately, are they? They're all different. They're floating, they're crossing each other. Let's put one here. And then I'm going to put one that's covering the J, so it looks like it's floating over the J. Maybe I think I might use the big circle, and maybe I'll pop that here. And so that's all you do. So yeah, this last couple of days, my head's been a little bit confused, and so I thought, you know what better way to keep myself focused on something and be mindful than decorating my planner pages for the new month? So if you too are in the same position as me, whether it's your planner or something else that will stop you from worrying about the past, you know, what could have been, what should have been, what would have been, or the future, you know, how am I going to do what I said I was going to, you know, my goals, I haven't achieved my goals. Find something that will help you focus in the moment. So mindfulness. So a lot of the times when most people think of mindfulness, it's about, you know, meditating or deep breathing. That is one practice of mindfulness. All it is, mindfulness is about being in the moment, being in the present moment. You're looking at something, you're concentrating on something, and then, you know, that helps you relax the mind and not worry yourself about anything else. So next I'm just going to, so we had used that circle there. So again, if you're just joining here on the live, this is the Chrissy Ann Design KDK collab stencil. So I'll pop that in the description once we've finished the live. And then so I used the big circle. I used my little stamp pad as a template. And then I use this middle size one, and then this teeny tiny one here. And I might even use those ones as well to fill up the page. You don't want to fill up the page. So what we're creating are bubbles. I'll show you a little bit later to make it look like it's bubbles. So at the moment, it just looks like flat circles on a page. So the next thing, so you just randomly place different size bubbles on your page, leave some negative space, so then that way it doesn't, because you want it to look random. You don't want it to look like, you know, it's all uniformed and it's all, you know, perfect, because that's when you're blowing bubbles and then they float down. They're not all floating down in line, are they? No, they're just bits here and bits there. So let's just go and put some here and overlap them there. I think Okay, let's try for a little bit and let's just stop there. Now, this is where you would create the bubble-like effect. So I'm just going to zoom in so you can see exactly how to draw it. So you're going to do the same. So what we're trying to create is like a little shine. So just imagine a bubble. It's a sphere. So it's 3D. So when the light shines on it, there'll be things that sort of like the where the light hits it. So we're going to make it look like it's hitting the light over there. Whoop, let's just join that and then some little bit here. So now it looks like it's a little bit rounded. Now I'm going to keep it as is. I'm not going to do any shadows because remember, this is just simple bubble. It's not going to have to look like it's, like a true sphere. Okay, so one there. I'm going to zoom out now so we can see how it's starting to look on the page. Now let's look at so just use the same colored marker to create the light effect or the shine on the circle. And then that's all you do is you just go around and just create these little circles and then the little shine on it. So originally I was thinking of putting clouds because here in Sydney, Australia, or in Australia, the month of June is the start of winter. And, for those of you who have watched me or before, you know that I don't create themes, especially season themes, because in Sydney it doesn't snow, so I can't really create snow themed pages. I mean, I can, but it just won't make sense for me because it really our winter here is the coldest is about anyway 10 to 12 degrees Celsius. Oops. That's the different green. So see how I used a light green or a lime green. So it was this green that I had used, but then I created so all I've got to do, I'm just going to put that to line the bottom of my page. And the great thing with the friction rubber tip for the colors is they have a nice sharp edge. So you can erase with friction without let me just get on my circle again. Which one was this one? Was it this one? Yeah. Let me just get that other one there. There we go. So then it just, my little perfectionism was just going to go, that's a different green. So in the smaller ones, you might not be able to create that extra shine on it. So you just do that one little, the little ones like that. So then that way you're not making the circle covered with too much line because you still want it to look translucent. You know what I mean? Translucent. Yeah. And then there's another one there. And I think that's it. Whoop, there's another lime green over here. And then if you wanted, if you do have any more smaller circle than that, and then you can just go fill up the page with some of the smaller circles. And let's do some more blue here and some green. Okay. And then that's pretty much how I created my June cover page using my free printable. So this is a free printable from my website at mariannecrest.com. And to get this, all you got to do is sign up to my newsletter. And there are other freebies as well. So what it is once you sign up, you'll get a link to this page right here. And then so you'll find the A5 June monthly cover page. There's also a running total worksheet. So if you are doing budgeting and you want some help with regards to how, to add up your numbers. So I'm slowly going to start making individual videos for this, because originally I had these printable and had all the description on what it is and how to use it. I'm just changing a few things up on my website bit by bit. So this is a nice new little landing page I created. You'll also have my free habit tracker, a cleaning list, 30 morning journal prompts, and you can print, if you have 2-inch by 2-inch little tiny post-it notes, you can print on it a little cash slip. So again, mariannecresp.com, sign up to my newsletter, and then you will get the printable download link sent over to your inbox. All right. So now let's quickly have a look. Okay, so we could again leave it as is, but no, we're not going to do that. So I'm just going to, if you want, grab sort of like a deeper color. You can have the red, the blues, the green. Maybe I'm going to do the blue, because on my own printable download cover page, I used the red. So see here, what I did is I just outlined the letter J, so then it just pops out, and then that way it looks like these bubbles that are on top of it look like it's floating in front of it. Isn't that fantastic? So let's go. I'm going to do the blue. And so all you do is outline around the letter, but don't line through the bubbles, because I might want to make another one there. What color should I do? Maybe an orange. So it's just so then we have another floating bubble in front of the letter. So whether you are going to create your own letter block or grab this printable, make some of the bubbles float in front of it. Okay, so let's go have a look. And then I just continue the outline around the J, just so then it gives it that definition. So let me know if you are watching on replay in the comment section. Do you create monthly cover page for your planner pages for the new month? So I remember one of the things that I love doing when I was the first, with the new school year, and I know for a lot of my North American friends, your New Year school starts in August. Ours start here in end of January, February. But one of the things that I enjoy, and I think this is where my love of stationery comes from, is getting the stationery list from the school. So you'll get the list. You have to get this many notebooks. You have to get these type of pencils. You have to get the markers, the protractors, and the all the different rulers, the perpendicular rulers, and all the different. Make sure you have a pencil case, your bag, of course, a lunch box. So then I love getting that stationery list, and Mum and I would go up and down the aisle with the basket, looking at, okay, you got to get the 128 pages of exercise book for maths. You got to get a grid page exercise book. You got to get the music book, with the 5 lines. That was one of my happy moments getting those stationery lists. So then that's that. And then if you wanted, originally I just colored every second line of that June. So I'm just going to go and color the rest. Again, I'm not going to color over this color here, which is the soft, where is the soft violet? It's very, very subtle. And of course, it doesn't stand out as much because just the June. But I don't want this to stand out too much, because I want to keep it in the theme of like a translucent cover page. We want it to be light and airy. So there we go. So originally, it started just like the that green, that J there, very plain, very simple. You can keep it as is. But of course, as you know, I mean, look at my colors here, right? My new little background, my backdrop. I've moved things around again over the weekend. And so I wanted to make sure as well, when I take photos and videos for Instagram and for YouTube, that it pops on the page. And what better way to pop with the bubble theme, using nice colorful markers. These ones are, whoops, the Pilot Friction Colors markers that you can erase if you make a mistake on your page. Oh no, you made a mistake on the page. And if you're like me, sometimes that can, be irritating, but there we go. All right, so this is not a sponsored video. Like I said, I did receive this from Pilot Pen Australia as part of a brand partnership that I have on Instagram, but I have used them in the past. So let me just quickly show you. Let me just zoom out a little bit. So, and I'm going to do this. And let's make some space. So that's the one we just created. And here's one I prepared earlier. It's like those cooking channels. Okay, so that is my June cover page in my A5 Filofax Domino Soft planner in the color Orchid. And then there's my cover page. I did already embellish my calendar because for Monday it'll be already the 3rd of June when I normally do my live live stream on YouTube. So I didn't want to wait, and so really just set it up again using highlighters and the color markers, washi tapes and stickers, and put all the different events and online courses I have. And so that's, I'm just making sure that bit doesn't shine. Okay, so keeping it quite muted. Added some bubbles there as well. And then for the next bit is my habit tracker. So let me just quickly show you how I do the June. So very simple. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to put it on this one here. So let's just pick 3 or 4 colors. And so what I did, it's just very, very simple. It like you would be surprised how simple it is, yet it's effective. So normally I would just do the letters like that, and I would leave it at that. I will get my pen and outline the edges, so then that way it would pop on the page. And so just go outline the edges. It just makes the letter a little bit more bold on the page, right? So I would just normally leave it at that. But for something different, what you can do is just create some horizontal line or stripes, and then suddenly it gives a totally different effect. And guess what? You'll never make a mistake with these because it's your handwriting, and your handwriting is perfect, right? So if you go, oh, my hand because, I've said that to myself before. Oh, my hand lettering is not as good as what I see on Instagram or on Pinterest. But when you add color to it and you make it bigger like this, then it actually is like you will amaze yourself. You go, oh my goodness, that just looks like, any typography that you would see on, those graphic, I don't like that, see how I don't like that, it went beyond. Okay, see, friction colors, erase, that's a little bit better. And then, so this is what I used both for the habit tracker as well as my calendar. And the great thing is with June, there's only 4 letters, so less likely to make any mistakes. So there we go, June, and then do some stripy lines. Grab a black pen This one is the Pilot G2. So this is not in the, I think I have 0.5 ink or nib in there. This is not erasable, but that's all right because we know all we're doing is we're outlining the lettering. So see, how good is that? Nice and easy, very, very simple. And then what you can do is you can coordinate your other page, the rest of the page, with washi tapes. What I did here, I had a skinny washi tape that had these little like confetti like circles. And then so what I did, I just got the tip of my markers and then just randomly went boop, 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 all over the page. So again, that just transformed a blank, margin into something really that's quite effective. Even though it's subtle, it's really a really effective way for you to embellish the page. So just grab different colors. You don't have to have the same markers as I do. Grab your children's markers if you've got them in their, pencil case. And then you just go and dot away, dot, dot, dot. And then I continue some bubbles over here and some small and medium ones over there. And then that, ladies and gentlemen, is my first few pages for the month of June. So it is already June the 1st here in Australia. Let me just quickly show you. So there's the cover page that we made. I made that a little bit earlier, but that's the one we just did on camera live, and I showed you how to make those bubbles, make it look like it's translucent by creating these little sort of like reflection, glare, yeah, whatever it is, right? So look at that. So you can either just hand draw your own J, whatever style you want. If you want to do a like a calligraphy like, and then do bubbles, or just create bubbles all over your page and write June at the bottom there. Many, many different ways you can do that. So there's the June. There's the calendar. So there's that hand lettering in different colors. So it's a little bit smaller. I've added washi tapes there. And then I also continued that theme. So then you've got dots and stripes. What a great way to embellish a page. And then there's not a lot of stickers. And it's just really using your highlighters and markers to create some of these colorful effects. And then the other pages. So this is my B3 planner bundle printable. So what it is you'll get a dotted cover page you can embellish. You've got a calendar spread. You've got a habit tracker, mood, and this is actually a sleep tracker, but I haven't been sleeping too well, so I didn't really want to track, the really low number of sleep. So I changed to steps. So this actually had hours hours. And so from 0 to 12 hours. So I just made it into steps, and that'll be in 1,000 Ks. So for the moment, if I can get myself out of the house and walking for more than 5,000 steps, I'm really happy with that for the moment. As a homeschooling mum and also doing YouTubing and Instagram, I'm always at home. I'm always at my desk. So I'm trying to get myself out there more often. And then there's the Wellbeing Planner spread, which I'll start on Monday. And then you get the weekly vertical columns for the weekly spread, and you get one Wellbeing Planner weekly spread. There's 5 of them, 5 sets, enough for up to 5 weeks in a month. So sometimes there's 5 weeks in the month, so you'll have enough pages. And then at the back you get a dotted page. It's hard to see. Let me see if I can. I don't think I can. Can you see how it's dotted? Maybe not that dark, Marianne. So it's a dotted grid page, and then that's too bright. Okay, Now Marianne's playing with the lights. And then, so you can write some gratitude log there and then just another blank dotted page at the back. So that comes in a bundle. So then that way, all you got to do is print enough or print the set for the month. You're set for the month. And then, so currently I am in May 27th to June 2nd. So that's the well-being planner spread because this week hasn't finished yet. I'm still going to continue with that. And then there's the weekly spread for May 27th and June 2nd. However, this is finished now. So this is my clear divided tab that I made from laminating sheets. So I'll make sure to put the link on how you can make your own clear divided tabs using laminating sheet. And then if you do have any tab stickers, you can add that as well. And then I just created some labels with a label maker. So I'm going to move that now to my June. There we go. So the reason why I have these clear divided tabs is for my most used pages. All I got to do is go to the tab. So there's the Wellbeing Planner, flip to it rather than going, oh, where's that page? Where's that page? Where's that page? Where's that page? Right? So all I do, and then if I want the weekly, I'll just go look at this tab, flip it through, and there's my weekly tab. Oh, I got to write my gratitude log. Go, there's a tab for that. Oh, write a gratitude log. Oh, what's the win of the day? My victory log. There's my victory log. So that's why I created these clear divided tabs using already pre-made side tabs. So I'll make sure I put all of the details because this was an impromptu live stream. I got as much stuff in the description as possible, but of course I always forget that, I used this thing and I forgot to write it down. But nevertheless, I will have it all ready for you once I've finished the live stream. So once again, if you want to get this free printable June cover page, go to my website at mariannecrest.com. If you haven't signed up to my newsletter, do so, and I'll send you the free printable for this as well as other printable downloads that I have that you can grab as well. Thank you so much for watching, and for those of you that have joined me in the chat and silently watching, I hope you have a great weekend and enjoy your day, night, afternoon, and I'll see you in the comment section. Thanks everybody. Bye. Bye everybody.